Hey everybody, welcome to etrailer.com. I'm Bobby. Today, we're taking a look at the Kuat Transfer V2 one-bike platform rack on our 2020 Hyundai Santa Fe. Right as you can see, this has a nice, simplistic, minimalistic design, but we don't sacrifice anything for our features. It's very nice, very easy to use. So let's get into it. If I take a quick look here, it is a platform style rack, and it does have a nice wheel-mounted system here. So if you're looking to move your carbon frame bikes, this is going to be a great option for you, as we don't have any frame contacts. A really awesome feature about this right out of the gate, we have a nice little tilting feature here. If we want to access our hatch, all we simply have to do is support our bike here, press down on that lever with our foot there, as you can see, and it simply rocks back and sets itself there. As you can see, it's holding it up quite nice, and we can go ahead and easily open our hatch. That's going to be great. We want to get into our coolers, into our kids' bikes, helmets out of there, our helmets, anything we need. And this Hyundai Santa Fe has a lot of cargo area, so it's going to be really nice to use. Again, that's kind of nice too. If you're on the go, maybe you want to keep grocery shopping, this is going to be very, very easy to use to keep it on there. Again, all we simply have to do, walk this back up, you hear it click into place, and just check it again. Make sure it's not going to go anywhere. So let's take a quick look to see how we can get this bike rack off and how it's held on. If we take a look down here, we have some nice little cradles here. And you see, we do have a pretty nice wide base here. And we have these really nice rubber straps that are going to hold our wheel to our bike rack. All we simply have to do, press this lever, lift up on this strap. And as you can see, we have a nice little soft rubber here. It's definitely not going to do anything crazy to our wheels. You see other models have a little bit of thicker foam, but those are still going to be a pretty good job for you. Moving down to our bike arm here, we can see we have a nice ratcheting arm system that clamps to our wheel. All we simply have to do, support our bike, press on this lever at the bottom here, you'll hit snap, raise that up, take it to the side, and as you can see, we just simply have to lift up and out, and we're ready to rock and roll on the rail. Alrighty. Again, real easy to use. All we simply have to do, bring this bad boy up, give it a quick ratchet down, and it's already pretty condensed. Now with any hitch-mounted accessory, we are going to add some length to our vehicle. However, with this one, as you can see, definitely not too crazy. It's only a single bike, but it's important to keep in mind, so let's go ahead and take a quick look. On the end here, it looks like we have about 27.5 inches to the end here. So definitely nothing crazy. As we said, it's only a single bike system, but let's see if we can reduce that right away. All I simply have to do, press in that lever, support our mast, and raise it up in place. Very easy, very nice, and again, look at that. It's locking right in place, no movement at all, so that's going to be really good. An important thing to keep in mind as well is our clearance to our dimensions. So let's go ahead and take a look if we have this down in its position. So let's suppose we have a bike on here. Taking a look to our mast here, we see that we have about 17 inches to the end of our rack, so definitely, pretty ample clearance there. Keep in mind, as your wheels in the front go up, the back end is going to go down, so you should be pretty okay. Just keep in mind, anything very steep, any terrain like that, something to keep in mind. And if we go down here to the bottom of the shank, we can see that we're about 11 3/4 to our shank. Keep in mind, we do have a nice rise here. That's going to help keep our bikes from feeling any of the damage as we go down any terrain. And looking down here, we have a really nice anti-tamper, anti-rattle system here. Basically, our security tool that comes included will allow us to secure our bike rack to our vehicle and not let anybody else mess with it. What's great about that, this bad boy is probably going to stay in your vehicle a lot, especially if you're on the go a lot, so it's going to be really nice to keep that as an option for yourself. Now keep in mind, this does have a very nice bike capacity rating at 60 pounds per bike. I could see you getting a lot of those fat tire mountain bikes on there, even some of your smaller electronic bikes, but keep in mind, you always remove that battery, don't want to be damaging your hitch. Again, if you're in the Santa Fe and you're looking to go on the road quite a lot, if you're getting a lot of commutes with your bike, this can be a great option for you. It allows us to secure our rack to our vehicle quite nicely and get it on and off all the time and quite easy. All in all, I think that's about it for our look at the Kuat Transfer V2 on our 2020 Hyundai Santa Fe. Thank you for joining us.